Most people will never understand what goes through someone's mind who is suicidal. Never understand how hard that person fought each day to just keep going. That person finally gets to a breaking point where they can't hold on any longer. And it's hard for somebody to understand who hasn't been there. That's why it's so hard to explain to somebody what it feels like to be suicidal. But the key factors that we need to understand is that when somebody commits suicide, they're doing it because they're lonely. They're doing it because they feel like there's no other way out. They're doing it because whatever situation they're in has gotten so bad that unaliving themselves is the only way to make things better. See, we live in a world nowadays where true human connection is hard to find. We walk by each other on the streets. We don't even smile. We don't wave. Somebody brings up that they're struggling. They're treated like they have some type of disease, that there's something wrong with them. So people run away from them like they're the plague. Even when a person does reach out for help and they even pay someone like a therapist or a coach, a lot of times therapists and coach don't know how to deal with somebody who is suicidal, deal with someone who is at the end. They tell them just to let it go, to man up, keep moving forward. But what that person truly needs is some compassion, some understanding, some empathy, and maybe even a hug. But we can't do that because everybody should be able to take care of themselves. Everybody should be able to stand on their own 2 feet. Truth of the matter is, we all go through times where we need help, where we need someone to tell us that they love us, that it's going to be okay. But a lot of times people who are suicidal or people who have gone through so many traumatic situations, there's no one there for them when they need them. Somebody who has dealt with suicidal thoughts, I can tell you right now, it is a lonely place to be because everybody looks at me like I have a problem, like I'm a disease. Truth is, I just want to be shown the love that I've shown others. Most people who are suicidal don't want to kill themselves. They actually want to find a reason to live. They want somebody to tell them that they matter. They want somebody to tell them they love them and that it's going to be okay and that I'm going to be here to help you and I'm going to step by your side no matter what. When they reach out for help, there's no one there because the world's too selfish. The world only cares about themselves. Suicide is not a disease. Suicide is a product of the toxic, selfish world that we live in. Suicide is a product of a world that has forgotten how to have compassion, how to have understanding. Suicide is the product of a world that only cares about themselves. Suicide's not a disease. Suicide's what happens when we all forget how to love each other.